Okay, give YouTube a second to catch up on my laptop. It always is a little bit delayed. Okay, so I just saw an incredible act of bravery on Facebook. Yeah, of all places, on social media. Kind of floored me. It took me by surprise. Not that you don't see things like this often, but the sincerity, and I'll get to the importance of why this was so brave in a second. So there was a guy in one of the men's groups, dads groups that I'm a part of on Facebook. He'd done a really short post, and all his post had in it was, yesterday I was about to commit suicide. Lucky for me, my wife walked in and was able to stop it from happening. That was the first part of the post. That was it. No victim, no poor me, no story behind why. He literally just stated a fact. Now, the important part of this live is what came next. And that was, he was motivated to share because he didn't want another man not having a wife or not having someone there to save them, to feel alone. So he wanted to put this out. And that was clearly what he said. I just wanted this to be out there so that if there's another man feeling the same way I did, he might see this and he might realize that he's not alone. And I see a lot of posts about this. I see a lot of talk about suicide. I'm a coach, so I see a lot of coaches talking about their own battles with this. I see a lot of story around this because it's an incredibly emotional subject, especially for men these days with the high rates and the figures that are thrown around suicide with men. But I didn't see any victim. I didn't see any motivation other than to be a decent human being. Now, this isn't a guy as a coach. This isn't a guy as a businessman. This is just a normal average day guy who decided that I'm going to share. So it led me to this belief of what's bravery. And to me, this is one of the most immense brave acts a man can carry out these days. We've got two types of bravery. We've got the obvious bravery of men in uniform and guys out there to protect the weak and the exploited. Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm not talking about that. And that type of bravery is in a minority because it's a necessity that is outside of us. I'm talking about the bravery of the actions we take every single day. I'm talking about the bravery of us allowing ourselves, especially as men, to just connect with another man and possibly ask him if he needs help, to connect with another man and ask how you're feeling and actually waiting to hear what the answer is instead of just asking because you've been told that's what the done thing is. What is bravery? It's an act of vulnerability, and men hear that word and instantly shut down and go shy and don't want to get embarrassed. So what we've decided as men is that we would rather allow a man to feel alone and possibly end up drinking more, taking more drugs, acting in a way that might hurt someone, in that his partner, his family, rather than be that man that has that 60 seconds of courage to step forward and help. We wait for someone else to do it because we're too embarrassed. When did embarrassment override a man or a human's natural ability to be courageous? We're born problem solvers. We're born and put into this life to overcome challenge. That is what we do as a species. That's how we have gone from caves to living the way we do. We create, we overcome. Yet for some reason, we've decided we don't want to overcome and create. Now, we'd rather just let the 5% who've got the money and the politicians make all the decisions for us. We'd rather let other people take responsibility for the things that we are responsible for. So I wanted to honor this man's bravery, this simple post, and I wanted to honor it by taking action, not by just talking about it with my partner, or not just, sitting here and thinking what a lovely thought, but actually helping extend this man's bravery by putting it out there and hoping that someone else in the world may pick up on the energy of this man's bravery, and that someone who doesn't have a wife or doesn't have a loved one or someone who is in the depths of hopelessness might have this moment where they can actually connect with the world around them and say, you know what, this isn't the end. Because that's all it takes is 60 seconds of insane bravery to remind someone else in the world that there is hope. Every single one of us is capable of it. It doesn't take people like me. I'm not here sitting with fancy light work and shiny looking marketing. I'm literally doing this because I want to see the world a better place. Every single person who might watch this and every single person who is upright and breathing has the ability to choose to do that very thing. Extend this Ripple it out into the world. Let someone else feel that bravery. You will show yourself something. You will show your kids even more. And you might just help someone be a better person than they were yesterday.